Your Y site provides a news module that allows you to share important announcements, press releases, and other relevant content with your site viewers, enhancing your website's user experience and promoting valuable customer engagement. In this video on the news module, we'll guide you through the ins and outs of effectively using this powerful feature to keep your website visitors informed and engaged with the latest news and updates. Let's dive in and discover how your Y site's news module can keep your audience up to date with what's happening at the Y. Let's take a look at how the news will be presented on your Y site. When you navigate to the news page on your Y site, you'll have the news header and then a list of the news articles that you've created for your site. These news articles consist of the title of the news article, the date of the news article, and a news blurb, and then a Read More button. Once you click on the Read More link, you'll be taken to the news detail, which will have the full news article that you have crafted for your site. Some of the additional links here are the author of the news article, as well as some navigation items at the bottom. This gives you the option to go back and show all of the other stories in your news list. Let's take a look at what it takes to build these news articles in your Y site. I've navigated to the marketing application in the Y site, and I've clicked on the news module from the left-hand column. From there, we see 3 tabs across the top. The list of all of the news articles that we have in the system is the first tab. The next tab is our ability to categorize different news articles to be able to list them independently by category. And then we have the final tab, the Archive tab, which shows a list of any news articles that have been archived and are no longer viewable on the public-facing website. Let's go back to the News Articles tab, and we can see that we have a report menu that will allow us to save different reports of news articles, and we have an action menu. Remember that action menus can be activated by checking the box next to any article and then selecting the action. We have one action, delete, that will allow us to delete the news articles. We have a green button that will allow us to add news articles. And then, of course, we can search for news articles on the page. For any individual news article, we have the edit pencil that allows us to edit the detail of that news article, the copy icon that will let us copy the news article. This would allow us to use that particular news article as a template when starting a new one, and then the preview icon that will let us look at the article on the website itself. Let's click on the edit pencil to edit that news article. Here we have all of the fields that go into building the news article. The first is the headline, which is the title of the news article, and then we can also craft a subhead. This is an optional field. Note that required versus optional fields are indicated by the bold or non-bolded titles. We have the category, which we have set to home news, and we can add new categories here or in the categories tab. We can provide the name of the author of the news article, as well as that author's email address. And we can provide the source of that news article. For example, if it was taken from another publication or another site and then repurposed on your Y site. Next, we have the ability to add a thumbnail. This shows the link to the thumbnail. And to select that thumbnail, we can click the green Select button, and we can navigate to the folder that contains our images, and we can select any of the images in the system to use as the thumbnail. Adding an image to the file manager is as simple as dragging and dropping it into this window, and then you can select it from here as well. Scrolling down a bit, we can see the release date for the news article, and this is the date you would like this news article to be turned on your website, making it live for your viewers to read. We have the date and the time. We can also set an expiration date. This will be the date that the news article is taken down and placed in the Archive tab and will no longer be available to be read on the site. The first editor area here includes the blurb for the news article. This is the copy that will show in the lister view of all of your news articles. Below the blurb is the main body of the news article, and this includes the full detail of what is being presented in the news article. The editor, of course, can assist with formatting text, changing font sizes and font styles, and you can even include emoji. Scrolling down a bit, we can include copyright information, as well as some metadata, including the general metadata and the social media metadata. The system is designed that if your body copy is very long, it can automatically break the page up into multiple subpages. If you do not want multiple subpages to be created, you can click on the single page format checkbox to ensure that the full article will be presented on a single page. Additionally, tags can be used if they are enabled on your site to help further categorize the information presented on the site. When we're ready, we can apply our change, save our change, or cancel our changes. Apply will save the change to the database, but leave us on this detail to keep working. Save will bring us back to our list of news articles. And cancel, of course, will cancel any of the changes that we've made. So let's save our changes. And our updated news article is ready to be viewed. When viewing the news articles on your website, they'll always be listed chronologically with the newest articles at the top. By adding news articles to your Y site, you'll be able to keep your site viewers up to date with everything that's going on at the Y.